Hey everyone, it's Meg, and I have a little bit of a different gaming video for you today. I'm going to react to a video called The Story of the Valkyries from God of War 2018. I am about 8 episodes into my God of War Ragnarok playthrough, and I initially defeated 2 or 3 of the Valkyries, but my replay was way too close to the Ragnarok release date, and it was sad because I just did not plan enough time to beat all those Valkyries. I really wanted to play Ragnarok as soon as possible, so I missed out on, I think, a very important side quest. So I do plan on beating all of them eventually, whether it's on stream or on my own time. I certainly, like, I don't know, it just a part of my brain. It's so fun for me, but I want to, as soon as possible, just understand the story so I can understand Freya's past a little bit more, 'cause she's an essential character, and understand like a very important piece of lore in this game. So if you're here and you're watching with me, thank you. This video is by VGS Video Game Sophistry. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started.
I know I've been up on a mountain for a while now, but since when do the dead not stay dead? A little resurrection among friends is one thing, I can hardly complain, but it's as if hell itself is shambling into Midgard.
Freya said the world was out of balance, that somebody meddled with forces.
Oh, that's plain to see.
Right.
And Odin is the king of meddlers, but I shudder to think what he did to cause this. Perhaps it involves the Valkyries.
Okay.
That'd be playing a dangerous game indeed.
Okay. Yes, I went here. But I turned right around. There's a chest. Why did I turn around?
What is this?
Could it be? The 8 thrones.
Stop being coy-head. Do you know this place or not?
Mimir, the smartest man alive. I know many things.
Well, whatever this place is, it looks important.
His widow baby voice.
There is little of value here.
Okay. Kratos.
Ah, I can read what this says now. But it's a name. Air! Whoa! The name made it light up.
It's the name of one of the Valkyries.
Oh.
That's
This
curious.
game's so good.
Another name. Deirdre.
Another Valkyrie. That's no coincidence.
I think I beat her.
Etched them on Tyr's braziers.
Or I met her.
Another name. Rota!
It's as if they've been made into a memorial to the Valkyries.
Another name. Kara!
Car, I
Someone who
definitely
loved
beat
the
her.
Valkyries enough to do this. I wonder, perhaps the Queen?
Oh. Sigra?
Another name. Hildur!
The arcane runes. They must have been cluing us to look for Valkyries imprisoned in Muspelheim and Niflheim.
Okay. But
Another
who
name.
made those?
Gunnar!
If they were imprisoned.
Another name. Olra! That's all the ones I see. How are we supposed to light the braziers on a tower that's not there? And look! Now we can finally light all the braziers and see what happens. Alright, last one. Gloindor. Bet we could have used that when we fought the Valkyrie Queen.
Oh. So, you already fought the Valkyrie Queen.
A Valkyrie? Imprisoned? She actually did it.
A Valkyrie? But I thought they were just spirits.
Take caution, lads. A Valkyrie in the flesh. I can't think of a more formidable opponent.
She does not attack.
Does she even know we're here?
I hear a raven. You gotta get it, Kratos. Just kidding.
What are you doing today to change your mood? Me? 30 minutes ago? I've taken this cannabis-infused edible.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Nothing changes with me.
From my corrupted form. You have my eternal gratitude.
Yes, we did this.
But my sisters remain trapped as I was.
Right.
Take my helm. Find them. Free them. The fate of the Valkyries rests on your shoulders.
How do they get... Okay, so is that not your body? Like, how do we get their bodies back? It's sad. Like, this is very tragic.
The fate of the Valkyries.
Sounds pretty important.
That's putting it mildly, lad.
What do you know of them?
They're the
Fair
guardians.
question, and yet not one easily answered. I know more than most, but much of their history is veiled in secrecy. My own experience with the Valkyries ends with my imprisonment.
You are avoiding the question.
Yeah.
As I said, brother, it's complicated. I don't know why or how they become such wretched creatures, but perhaps if we can free more of them.
You want us to fight more of those things?
The fate of the Valkyries, lad. A more worthy endeavor there is not.
It will be dangerous.
Well, that hasn't stopped you before, eh?
Does he have a spell where he
That's
can't
it.
say what it is outright, or does he genuinely not know? Kara?
Thank you for releasing my physical form. I have only gratitude.
No.
Why were you trapped?
I am uncertain. My mind still fragmented. The Rokstol of Valkyr. It is the last thing I remember.
The what?
Valhalla awaits. I must return.
Odin, you're messed up. That's sad. I only ever really knew of them as hard bosses, and so to just see the story is actually really powerful.
Valkyr.
What is that, Mimir?
Kara.
It's a council chamber of sorts, hidden away in Midgard. The Valkyries would often need a place to confer outside of Odin's prying eyes. They thought themselves properly concealed, but the All-Father sees all, so the saying goes.
Ay, ay, ay.
Remember the room with the 8 thrones?
I think so. We've been to a lot of different places.
It's to the left of the 2 oarsman statues. I didn't call it out for what it was at the time. I didn't know for sure.
Think we'll find out why the Valkyries are like this?
That chamber held a special significance for them. We'll find something there, I'm certain of it.
Nice. Okay.
Freedom.
That's right, milady.
Milady.
You have destroyed my physical form. I have nothing to give but my gratitude.
I guess that's all we need.
Gratitude does not pay for weapon upkeep, boy.
Valhalla awaits.
Are you kidding?
Farewell.
Literally Valkyrie soul. And he's like, you could have given us something for the weapon upkeep. I love Kratos. Okay. Oh, just casually putting the helmet in your
Another
pocket.
Valkyrie rescued. Although, you'd think if they wanted to be killed, they'd make it a little easier for us.
Not sure they
Yes.
even have a choice in the matter,
Oh.
lad.
What do you mean?
Whatever made them this way, they are mad with rage.
How do you know?
I know.
I know, guys. I know.
Freedom!
Oh.
Cursed no longer! A joyous day indeed.
Oof, this one is louder than the last.
Milady, please tell us. Why were you in this physical form? Why fight us?
I do not know. The soul of a Valkyrie cannot remain pure in a physical body. We belong in the spirit world,
Oh.
which is where I now go. Goodbye.
So were they never supposed to be in physical bodies? Oh my god, it's bothering me how many ravens I hear. Ay, ay. Okay.
Somebody made them this way. Who and why?
I wouldn't want to speculate.
You know something.
Yes.
Mimir, the smartest man alive. I know many things.
I can't tell if he's under a spell or if he just doesn't want.
The queen of the Valkyries. She would have that power. The last time I saw her, she was corporeal herself. She came to visit me long after I'd been imprisoned by Odin.
Why?
Well, we had history, I guess you could say.
Like romantic history?
Oh, lad, you're making me blush.
I didn't know this
Think?
part.
Can I still blush?
First we hunt these creatures,
Oh!
and now we chase your former lover. You do not need this distraction.
It's more than a distraction. Father, these are Valkyries. They're the ones who keep the dead from overrunning Midgard.
Then they are terrible at their job.
It's not their fault, brother. Someone changed them. Kept them from their duty.
The queen?
I can't say for sure, lad. We should ask more of them. If, of course, you don't mind the distraction.
You have freed me.
Who did this to you?
I remember only pain. And my queen, she locked me down here? But why?
Sigrun.
I must leave you now. I must find her. I
Maybe
must
she was
remember.
just following Odin's orders.
Sounds like your queen is responsible, head.
Aye. When I saw her last, she was different. Changed.
So that
And
explains
not
why
just
he
that she was
doesn't
in
want to
physical
say
form.
anything.
She was more volatile. I tried to talk to her about it, but she had just come to say goodbye. I didn't think.
I'm sorry, Mimir.
Oh.
Not sure she wants to be found. I just don't understand why she would do this. It doesn't make a lick of sense.
And if she is responsible,
Then we'll have to stop her. The Valkyries must be freed, and we're the only ones capable.
Wow.
we.
Well, who do you think's going to watch your back?
Thank you. I am free.
I tried to do this one
Why
very
was I
early.
imprisoned?
We think your queen did this to you.
But why would Sigrun hinder our duty?
That's the mystery we're trying to solve, milady. Can you think of any reason she would have to do this?
No.
Odin.
Without the Valkyries, those who died in battle will not see Valhalla. Helheim will overflow with the souls of the departed
Okay.
and drown Midgard in a sea of vengeful corpses. No greater shame exists for a Valkyrie. I must go. Attempt to staunch the bleeding. Farewell.
Aw. I wonder if the dialogue changes. Wait, no, this is a different one. But if it changes based on like which ones you do in order, or if they all have the same thing to say, and this is like,
I believe you have your answer, head.
okay, I
The
see.
queen opposes Odin.
Well, actually, I don't
She
know.
imprisoned the Valkyries to defy him.
Sigrun hated Odin, no doubt about that. But her duty, her responsibility. Would she really forsake these things to get back at Odin? I don't believe it.
Maybe he
I
threatened
do.
them.
Hate is stronger than duty.
We have to find the queen.
Ooh.
We have to stop her. I'm sorry, Mimir.
Aye. Don't be sorry, lad. Sigrun brought this on herself.
He's
Only
reasonable.
wish- Well, wishing only gets you so far.
How will we find her?
I'm afraid I don't know. She could be anywhere, any realm.
We'll find her. We have to. All of Midgard is counting on us.
Where is your queen?
My queen?
She did this to you. She's letting the dead take over Midgard.
This cannot be.
I didn't want to believe it either, milady, but we have to find her.
Where is she?
I can't say for sure, but the Rokstola Valkyries. If the Council of Eight are reunited,
Oh,
perhaps she will answer our call.
yes, that's true. So that's the main reason why it's so overrun with reavers and such. Okay. I suspected that, but I didn't confirm it.
The Council of Eight. Looks like we have more Valkyries to hunt.
Aye, lad. But at least we know where to find
Yeah.
Sigrun.
But where do we
One
find
were
the remaining
Valkyrie done.
Valkyries?
Other realms.
Good thinking, brother. Muspelheim, Niflheim. Sigrun would have no qualm with interning her Valkyries outside of Midgard. The area.
This was the one I did third. Or I tried to. The mist one. It was so hard. Oh, I don't know why I did it third.
Freedom.
Yes. You are free now.
My sisters, have they suffered the same fate?
Yes. But we'll save them.
You are both very brave. I wish you luck. Valhalla awaits.
Both? She didn't even notice me.
I think she has other priorities in this moment, Mimir.
Council of 8. Looks like this was our last one.
Aye, lad. On to the Rokestola of Valkyrs then. If you remember, it's next to the 2 oarsman statues on the path we took to Thamur's chisel.
Yes.
This queen of yours.
Nice.
She's strong, yes. Stronger than these other Valkyries we have faced.
That's putting it mildly, brother.
Then we must prepare ourselves.
Well, you're looting up a storm.
Millions find a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov so they can enjoy more visits and have less to worry about. Feel like a million and find
I
your
do have to
plan
get my
through open enrollment.
healthcare set up
Healthcare.gov is
for
here
next year.
millions like you.
December 15th, I don't have much time.
This is it, right? The Rockstall?
Aye, lad. The Council of Valkyries.
The Valkyries are of Valhalla, are they not?
Glad to see you're paying attention, brother. You are correct. Valhalla, the great hall of the Einherjar, is their home within Asgard.
They cannot.
While there,
No one can
there's
resist
something
Norse mythology.
Father himself. And relations between the Valkyries and Odin were tense during my tenure as his advisor.
Why?
But
Well,
you
that's
had a
an even
romance.
longer story, lad. For now, why don't we look around for some clues?
Nice. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Kratos? Hello? Stopped for a second.
Try placing one of the Valkyrie helms on a throne.
Whoa, you're back.
I love that.
Who is she?
Gunnar, Mistress of War.
Mistress
After
of
any
War.
conflict, big or small, she would be first on the scene, sussing out the worthy spirits for a free trip to Valhalla.
Nice. That's
Gruesome
important.
task, but she took great pride in it.
Any conflict. Impossible.
It's true. She had help from her sisters, of course, but Gunnar was always first to arrive. Her judgment of the fallen was unparalleled, and an invaluable resource to Odin. She was one of his favorites.
Too bad he messed it up. Didn't appreciate them enough. Oh, the music. Bro's got a loot just like me. Just like me. Just choose one. Just choose one. Okay. Is this what you guys do to my content?
Ah, Gondul. Beautiful Gondul.
Oh,
And?
and
That's it? Beautiful Gondul? No story or anything?
Oh, sorry, lad. The sight of Gondul always took my breath away. Gondul
oh,
had a silver tongue, a sharp wit, and struck a figure so stunning it literally drove men insane. Odin forbid her from setting foot in Midgard after a time, as insanity is not a welcome trait in Valhalla.
wow, cute.
This is none other than Geirdriful, the master of arms in Valhalla.
Okay.
Responsible for arming and training Odin's Einherjar.
His what?
His army come Ragnarok. The entire reason Valhalla exists, you see.
Oh.
The Einherjar wait in the Great Hall endlessly, feasting, drinking, and fornicating themselves silly. Once Ragnarok begins, Odin calls them into service to fight on his behalf. Geirdriful had her hands full training that lot.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't know that was their purpose for Odin. To defend him in Ragnarok.
This, my friends, is Kara.
Yes.
Now, Valkyries are volatile by nature, but Kara, the lass is wild storm personified.
Love that for her.
Aye, calm and collected. Then the air would shift and the fury of her storm would unleash. It was beautiful in a way, assuming you could find proper shelter. Her tears would cleanse the blood-soaked battlefields.
Ooh. I love that. Her tears would cleanse the blood-soaked battlefield.
This is Rota, accuser of the slain.
I thought all the Valkyrie did that.
Not exactly, lad. Although that is what they're most famous for, and by far their greatest responsibility. You've seen what happens to the dead without the judgment of the Valkyries.
Hellwalkers.
That's right. Rota, Gunnar, Skuld. Without them to clean up the aftermath of battle, hell overflows with souls meant for Valhalla. A sorry state of affairs. Rota must be beside herself.
Yeah.
Ah, here we have Air, the healer.
The healer.
Strange.
Air was strange, as a matter of fact. Very quiet, very calm. Where her sisters were violent rapids, Air was a gentle stream.
I love that.
Healed the wounds of both mortals and gods. And even a certain all-knowing sage who once drank too much and fell off a mountain. Not my proudest moment.
Cute. We've all been there. We've all been there. Mimir's college days. I love how focused Kratos is, putting them on the thrones.
Hildar, mistress of battle. She and Odin got on quite well, actually. Her and the other Valkyries, not so much. She would spend most of her time here in Midgard observing discord between the living, and sewing some up herself from time to time.
Oh.
She lived for conflict.
Oh.
Some say she was conflict personified. I wonder what will become of her now that she's free.
What a difference with the healer that we just heard about. Last one. This is gripping. Probably my favorite side quest.
Olrun, once the daughter of a powerful chieftain. She fell defending him during a Reaver attack. Olrun was escorted to Valhalla, where she chose to devote her afterlife to the pursuit of knowledge above all else.
I love that.
Quite unusual behavior amongst the constant drinking and feasting of her fellow Valhallian denizens.
How'd she end up a Valkyrie?
Odin. He saw a kindred spirit in Olrun's single-minded pursuit of knowledge. He appointed her as the Valkyrie's resident historian.
Okay. You're not the same though. But still, nice. Oh shoot. Okay. Whoa, she looked hard. Oh, look, last freaking little sliver of health. Okay. Okay, let us hear it. What's going on? What's going
You have
on?
saved the Valkyries.
Sigrun, how did this happen?
Mimir, is that you? You have been freed, but...
Freedom comes at a price, milady.
You speak truly. Countless winters we served the All-Father. But only through his union to the Queen did we ever taste some measure of freedom.
Freya.
But aren't you the queen?
There has only been one Queen of the Valkyries, the goddess Freya.
Oh, okay.
When Odin severed her wings, I
Oh.
served in her absence, but it wasn't enough for the Allfather. He used an archaic piece of magic, corrupting my sisters. I tried to contain the damage by imprisoning them in places where they could cause no harm, but soon I lost myself as well.
Sigrun, I'm sorry for being so worthless. I could have done something, or tried at the very
So
least.
she was just like the rest of
What will you
them.
do now?
I must reunite with my sisters. Together we can restore balance to the realms. You have the eternal blessings of the Valkyries.
So Freya was a Valkyrie from the beginning, then Odin severed her wings. Oh my goodness. So I don't think she has her wings yet.
You did it, I suppose.
You don't sound very happy about it.
It's sad.
It's difficult to be happy about anything when you're a reanimated head. I'm grateful we were able to set the Valkyries free. But so much of this could have been avoided. If only...
You said it yourself, Head. It does not matter anymore. The past is the past.
Well, that's awfully cheerful coming from you.
I am in a good mood. The dwarves will make use of this helm.
Your dad's a wee bit single-minded, isn't he, lad?
Definitely.
Me. I relate. I am in a good mood. I'm gonna get epic armor. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But like, I was getting armor to beat Sigrun, so I don't know what you're gonna do now. Maybe New Game Plus. So what? Oh. So we're talking to the dwarves. Okay.
Wait, so Freya is the Valkyrie Queen? She never told us. You never told us.
Explain yourself, Head. Or are you bewitched again?
Not at all. Freya was Queen of the Valkyries at one point. Part of her marriage dowry included overseeing the Valkyries themselves.
Okay.
As a powerful Vanir goddess, they revered her.
Okay.
I never knew how much until now.
Okay. Part of her marriage dowry. And she was not happy about the marriage. In this and in general. In the
Let's get you squared away.
mythology. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe if you put... Okay. We're just watching him put some... Oh, it has no other use on your journey? You sell it? Maybe on...
Sure, that's a load off your mind.
Oh.
Brothers, there's another thing I must let you know. From the time you were away in Jotunheim.
Well, tell us then.
It concerns Freya.
Okay.
She paid me a visit.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings.
Okay.
Seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit.
Okay.
I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
She wants to reclaim her warrior spirit to kill Kratos. Okay. So I'm going to very quickly look at my last episode to see if she had her wings, if she found them already. Because if that's all we know, I'm confused because it looks like she has her wings. I think it was disguised. Okay, so I don't think at the point that I fought her that she had her wings yet. I think it might have been a disguise. Yeah, I think... I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like maybe it was a disguise and she wasn't really flying and stuff. And like in the conversation afterwards, she didn't have them and she wanted Kratos's help with reclaiming her magic, which I think you know, has to do mainly with her wings and finding them, because she doesn't want to be contained to this realm. I remember her saying that to Kratos. So I'm very glad that I know that. And I'm so glad I watched this because it seems very important to freaking Ragnarok and just like the game in general, because they were mentioning Sigrun and all this stuff and worrying about her. And where is Sigrun? And what will happen if Freya gets her wings back? And like, where are the rest of the Valkyries? Damn, that's crazy. And so it was all part of her marriage dowry, and then he ripped them. He's an evil, evil man. And we don't even see, like, we don't get flashbacks of him doing these evil things, but the stuff he's done is just unspeakable. Damn, this game's so good. It's so good. And I am excited to play that on my own as well, because the dialogue was interesting. I love that they threw in a Mimir Sigrun romance, and just the dialogue was light and funny, but also very moving. I love that each of the Valkyries had their own personality and focuses. It really fleshes it out, especially since it's a side quest and it's optional. That's what I love. That's what I love about these two games from what I've played so far of Ragnarok. It's like the base game is so good, but then the side stuff, it's just like it rewards you if you want to dive in and finish everything. But let me know if I missed anything or if you want to answer any of my questions. I think that I'll also get more information as I play, because they seem to be pretty confused about everything. And Ragnarok, I think I'm on the same page as you guys now, and I'm really excited to see what happens. But I love you so much, and I will see you for Ragnarok. Love you. Bye.